Hey guys, this is Curtis Alexander. In this video, I'm going to be talking about migraines and if you have low thyroid or hypothyroidism. Is there a link? If there is, what can you do about it? What's going on? So I want to talk about some of those things. So let's hop right into it. Uh, First of all, based off the studies we have and my experience seeing a lot of people with migraines, yes, there is a link. When you're looking at migraines, predominantly it's in women and also people with a low thyroid. So the question is, what do we think is going on? Well, a couple of things to keep in mind. You can give somebody who has low thyroid and migraines, you can give them T4, and T4 is synthroid or levothyroxine. It's kind of the master thyroid hormone that's broken down into the more active T3. You can give those people T4, and in some of those people, you can see their migraine frequency and their migraine intensity go down. And so that says, oh, well, we can just give these people thyroid hormone. But on the flip side, you can give those people T4, and some of them see their migraines getting worse. Okay, so what part of that problem is if there's a conversion issue going on. So you can give that person T4, but if they can't convert it to T3, which primarily is going to happen in their liver, then that can actually cause a stressed situation. They become jittery, those sorts of things. So giving them hormones isn't maybe the best thing to do because we could have a conversion problem going on. Another option as to why there's this link is that when you see somebody with a low thyroid, by definition, that means they have a low metabolism. When you have a low metabolism, you're going to be getting rid of fewer waste products. That's why we see constipation in a lot of folks who have low thyroid. You're also potentially going to see in the blood vessels, you're going to see dilation of the blood vessels and tissue dilation. Okay. And sometimes that occurs in the brain, that blood vessel dilation. And when you see that, you can see migraines. So we don't know for sure what's going on. But those are some options and the things that make the most sense. The biggest thing is, what can you do if thyroid hormones aren't helping or maybe not the answer? What can you do? Well, it really comes back to the conversion part of it. We want to help you be able to convert your thyroid hormones more efficiently, and that starts with what you're eating. Okay, so a lot of people are hooked on the low carb thing. In my experience, my personal experience, somebody that has thyroid problems or has had thyroid problems, um, going low carb can be very problematic. So, and why is that? You need carbohydrates for this conversion. So what I did, I started increasing my carbohydrate intake. I didn't do it the right way. I have other videos on how to do it more intelligently than I did, but you want to do it slowly. And I would encourage you to start with simple carbohydrates to start with. That includes ripe fruits, honey, maple syrup. Start slow, start with simple carbohydrates. It's not only going to help your T4 to T3 conversion in the liver, it's going to help lower those stress levels. Anytime you withhold carbohydrates, your body initiates a process to convert your fat and your protein, even if it needs to, into glucose essentially, but that's run off a stress-based system. So we want to avoid that. The other thing we want to do, make sure you're getting enough protein. Now, you don't have to go hog wild with protein. A lot of people say, I'm 200 plus pounds, so they'll say, well, you need a gram of protein per pound of body weight, so you need 200 plus grams of protein a day. That's not true. Okay, you don't need anywhere near that much, but you do need a good base of a wide variety of proteins. For example, in a sedentary woman, I would suggest at least 80 grams of protein a day. A sedentary man, at least 100 grams of protein. And you want them from varied sources. So if you can, raw dairy, muscle meats are fine in moderation. You want bone broth. You want seafood, fish, and shellfish. Wide variety of those things. Okay, the protein is going to help with that liver health, which will help with your conversion. Okay, so keep that in mind. So those are two good starting points. Also, you want to try to decrease stress as much. We already talked about how those simple carbohydrates can help keep your stress levels low. Salt is good for that as well. And a big one is keeping inflammation down. Again, we're coming back to the diet. You want to avoid any foods that are inflammatory in nature. So there's other things you can do. Make sure to go to my website, curtis-alexander.com. I have a free checklist of natural things you can do. There's 11 of them specifically that I personally do that will help kind of get your thyroid back into a good functioning state. So let me know, guys, in the comments, do you have migraines? Do you have low thyroid? Try some of these things. Let me know if they're helping. Let me know in the comments if this video was helpful. That's my main goal with these, is to give you value and to be helpful. So let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Thank you.